and welcome to your quick morning yoga stretch. I hope that you've had a great start to your day so far, and I really appreciate you joining me for this practice today. We're going to start in a seated position, so go ahead and take a seat on your mat. If it feels good to close the eyes, you can close the eyes, removing any visual distraction, or simply keep a soft focus with the eyes. Take a moment to relax your jaw and release your shoulders down. And then we'll take an inhale to lift the chin, feel a stretch along the chest. And as you exhale, start to move your neck around any way that feels good, making sure to keep the movement very soft and slow. You might do a half circle with the neck. You might do a full rotation in one direction. If you're doing full rotation, you can switch that rotation, switch that direction. And if you find any place that feels especially sticky or tight, you can linger there and take a few really deep breaths to stretch out that area of the neck. Continue to breathe nice and deep through your nose as you move. And continue to sit up very tall through the spine. If you want to move the shoulders here as well, you might do a few shoulder shrugs as well, really working out any kinks in the neck, the shoulders, and the jaw that might have accumulated during your night's sleep. The neck is oftentimes one of the tightest areas of our body, so really paying special attention to your neck here in the morning can set you up for a great day. Good. Once you've had enough of that, we're going to inhale to stretch the arms out to the sides and start to look very slowly left and right. Have your attention now be on stretching the arms as wide apart as you can so you feel some length across the chest, the biceps, even the forearms, and spread the fingers wide. Now we're going to inhale to reach the arms overhead. Flip the palms up to the sky and start to stretch your spine left to right, swiping the hands across the sky. Getting a stretch on both sides of the spine. We're going to set the left hand down here. Take an inhale to reach the right arm up and over, focusing on the right side of the body this time. You might roll the gaze up to the right hand, bend that right elbow, and then straighten it to bring the right hand down to the floor. We'll trade sides this time, reaching the left arm up and overhead. Big side stretch to that left, on that left rib cage. And then we'll bring that left hand back down, interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the knuckles back behind you and start to hinge forward towards a child's pose as you lift the knuckles away from your back. If you have the mobility in your shoulders, you can extend your knuckles up to the sky and drop the forehead down heavy here. Now you're also getting a nice compression in your hip creases, so this is good to release some tension in the hips as well. We'll release that bind, place the hands down beside you, and walk the hands forward into a tabletop position. Start to take a few cat-cows by rounding the spine, exhaling out all of your air, pressing the floor away and inhaling to arch your spine. Keep that going, adding in any organic movements that come to you, maybe doing a sideways flexion of your spine or barrel rolling your chest. This should feel really good through the back and the hips. So make sure that you're taking any movements that will really help you loosen up those areas, shoulders included. And if any yawns come out here in the morning, that's very natural. You're going to take your left knee forward, coming into a runner stretch. We'll place the hands on that left thigh. Press down just gently so you can sink the hips forward. Keep pressing down through the top of your right foot, toenails down on the ground. Now we'll straighten out that front leg, place your hands on the ground and fold forward over that front shin. You might lift and lower a few times so that you can find a little bit more depth of the hamstring stretch. If it feels good to lift out of it and then sink back into it, you can do that. Now, as you take this hamstring stretch, we will eventually bend the knee and turn around into a side lunge, but take your time there. With that side lunge, try to get the whole left foot flat on the floor. Have your right toes flexed towards the sky as you straighten out through the right leg. Now, if you need the hands on the ground for support, you can have them there. We're gonna pivot around to the back of your mat now and take that same sequence on the other side, this time bending into the right knee and placing your fingers on that right thigh. Keep pressing your left shin and top of the left foot into the floor so you really feel that stabilization from your back leg. And now we'll straighten the right knee and bring your torso down over that right shin. Couple of breaths here to really stretch into that right calf and hamstring. I like to walk the hands forward here so I can reach a little bit further forward and dial the chest down over that shin and ankle. Same on this side. If it feels good to lift and lower a few times, you can take a couple of moments to extend out and go back in. But eventually we're gonna come back into that side lunge, this time with the right knee bent and the left leg straight. Try your best to get that right heel to the floor, but if it has to hover a little bit, that's all right. Flex the left toes, angle them towards the sky. And now let's pivot around to face the top edge of the mat again. Stepping forward, we'll hang in a forward bend, letting any tension from the upper back and neck roll off the crown of the head, trying to touch the ground here, maybe bending the knees to make it happen. Now together we'll all bend the knees, roll up to stand vertebrae, vertebrae, vertebrae. We're going to separate the feet wide apart, take the arms out to a T, inhale the arms up overhead, big full stretch. And then as you grab one wrist, reach to the opposite side, stretching that side body. We'll come back to center, switch your grip and take it to the other side, big side bend. And then as you come back to center, let's take the left hand down to the right ankle, right hand to the low back. And then release through center. Inhale to lift the chest, extend the spine forward, and let's trade sides now, taking that opposite hand to opposite foot. And then as you come back to center, place the hands under the shoulders to lengthen and then fold all the way down. We'll place the hands on the hips to rise up. Inhale, start to walk the feet together. Standing in your mountain pose, Tadasana pose, bring the hands down by the sides. Plant the feet down firmly. And we'll close here by setting intention for the rest of your day. You can place the hands on the chest. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time on Move with Bree.